Wow, you are here today. Today of all days, you are here. You are shown that you are still 100% a fighter. Let me commend you for a moment. Let us take a moment to just congratulate you for continuing the good fight. I know yesterday wasn't easy. I know the day before yesterday wasn't easy. Tomorrow may not be easy, but today you are here. I just want to congratulate you. There are so many people who fall into a very small group of people who have moments where they don't know where they can find the strength. And yet you're here with me today. Let me thank you. If you are someone who is suffering from some type of thoughts of harming yourself, please don't contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. Whether you know it or not, you matter. People care. I care. I want you to understand something. If don't nobody else tell you, I love you. I don't need to know you to love you. I simply need to know that we take in the same oxygen, we bleed the same way, and we love someone in some form or fashion. You matter. Before you make a decision that we have to live with, that I have to live with, please reach out and get help. Contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And if you just don't feel comfortable enough to do that, then reach out to me on any of my social media feeds and simply put a simple message of, we need to talk. And I will be there for you every step of the way to help you fight, to help you hold on. I am more than willing to be a part of this war with you. So please give me a chance to help. What's going on, Pride Nation, and welcome back to another Field Review podcast show where we talk all things Detroit Lions. Now, you may be seeing that other thumbnail and saying to yourself, what in the HELL hockey sticks is going on here? Well, that's a lot going on here. But then you say, well, why has he got a picture of Dan Campbell? Because I think that today's man of the hour is exactly just that. It's Dan Campbell. He's given us so much to look forward to. But let me first get this out the way, because there seems to be some falsehoods going around that people seem to think that Luke don't like to be wrong. So I put it on the thumbnail. I've put it on the screen. I'm now going to put it on audio for the record. I was wrong. That's one time. I was wrong. That's two. I was wrong. That's three. It is out of the park to let you know how wrong I was about the Lions beating the 49ers. Now, there's a number of different factors into that game, and we obviously got to talk about it. Some things that I definitely want to point out. I know that there's a point of contention with the idea of me putting Jared Goff on my ugly list for his performance yesterday, and people felt that was unwarranted. I'm going to explain to you why. And we're just going to talk all things Detroit Lions. Obviously, we got to talk about Okudah, where that this injury could be somewhat of a gift for Okudah and the Lions, and Lions fans, to be honest. So we'll talk about that, and I'll take all your questions and damn some, okay? And damn some, all right? But let it be clear, I was wrong. Let's talk Lions. That's what this is about. Let's see who's in the building with me today. Off rip, if you are here, you have not hit that like or subscribe button or that bell, shame on you, because I be doing this all the time. And as we get into this thing, I'm probably going to be doing more film studies coming up. I just work a really, really stressful schedule. That's how I'm going to use, schedule. So that's what it is. It is what it is. He said, what was you wrong about? I was wrong about that 49ers game. We got that dude in the building. We got Looney Tunes in the building. D is in the building. Brandon Blockton is in the building. We got my man John Bradshaw in the building. We got Southwest Line in the building. We got Bob Money in the building. We got Detroit Fan Man in the building. We got BD Buster. We got Super Saiyan Lions, Craig Bevins, Gavin Carson, Ferg Lions 509. Oh man, listen, this dude right here, when I tell you he can write something, this man can write. You need to check out his articles on Lions on the Prowl, and just enjoy someone who not only is a real fan, but understands the assignment of being a fan. So 100%. I got Carl Campbell in the building, not a Lions fan, but I got Scott Guy in the building who brought him to my attention that, for all honesty, I was like, oh, I didn't quite think of that. I just didn't. And I was excited to see that he had this in depth, and we'll talk about that as well. Just 100% talk about it. So let me see. Make sure I ain't forgetting nobody. Who else we got in the building with me today? We got Marcel Edwards, friendly neighborhood Lions fan who did not do his pick'ems. But I guarantee you he can miss a whole week and still come back and win. It's gonna happen. We got Jack Frost in the building. We got Kyle Webb in the building. Lion King is in the building. My man Quincy Bell Sports showed up. He's feeling the funk right now. The NFC North is the new NFC East. No, we're not gonna go that far just yet, Quincy. Come on, bro. Come on, it's too soon. 1991 Max Stagg is in the building. Go Lions in the building. Jimbo G is in the building. Shade is in the building. JT Sports, who wants to remind me as much as possible. Daily reminder that Jameis Winston outplayed Aaron Rodgers. Take your walk, King. Take your walk. Ted Chaney is in the building. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. All right. I am going to try to go back to the top and see if I missed anything. He said, so what was I wrong about? I was wrong about the 49ers and Lions game. Ultimately, I believe that the Lions were going to win 24-17. I thought that the Lions would run the ball. They did. I thought that we would stop the run. We didn't. And so I was wrong in that regard. But I'm going to explain to you why that was. It says, please, people, don't start on Stafford. Yeah, he looked good. He's a good quarterback. Let's see over the long haul. Chicago secondary just bad as ours. Now, Jesus, what happened to Eddie Jackson? It's a good question. Look, I'm here at work. Look at YouTube. I see your page, and you says you was wrong. From watching your show, your backdrop, usually the topic of the day, I'm no longer looking. No more. I'm here. Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. There were some things that I'm finna go down the list of all the things I'm wrong about. That's where I'm gonna start this off at. First things first, I gave a number of reasons why we're going to win that game. Starting with my number one reason that this was the first game back to Ford Field in over a year since the pandemic thingamajiggy happened, right? And I was like, look, our crowd is about to show up in force and act a hot ass fool. Like this is, I like they gonna get drunk. Nobody gets drunk like Michiganders. They about to be in there clowning people. Not only was I wrong, I was slap stupid. The 49ers own Ford Field. The Lions was the first team to be at home, but yet the road team. I want you to try to think about that for a second. They were the first team to be at home, and yet the road team. The amount of red jerseys there was ridiculous, and it's starting to pick up steam across a lot of media platforms where people noticed it, and it's very discerning. I went off yesterday after the game at how disgusted I was with what I saw, and how could this happen? And so a lot of people gave a lot of perspectives and views that I was like, oh, I never thought about it. But we'll address those too. I was also wrong in the fact that we would stop their run. We didn't stop their run, at least not when we needed to. And that was simply because I think our inside linebackers need prayer. Matter of fact, when you find time today, somewhere along the line, just simply pray for our inside linebackers and pray that our coaches tell one particular linebacker in particular, Mr. Alex Anzalone, to have a seat. Derek Burns needs to be starting. It's just that simple. And I'm not even sure that I want Jamie Collins starting anymore. I would almost argue that Pittman needs to be starting as well. I watched time in and time out where they just was not attacking the line of scrimmage. When they were attacking the line of scrimmage, which was very few far in between, they couldn't get off blocks. When the D-line made it to where all they had to do was fill gaps, I don't think they realized what a gap was, even if it was a free chick. It was just bad. And I fell into a point where it was like, this sucks. It makes me wonder, like, really what happened. Now, Bob Money says, good game, guys. You guys are tough in the last minute of the game. You gave us hell. Good luck to you guys this season. That right there is what football is about. You don't got to like the same teams, but that type of respect and fandom is exactly why people like Dan Campbell talked about biting off kneecaps and doing exactly just that. In case you didn't know, he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. That man was going for it on fourth down. I mean, I think they had something on NFL.com that talked about his success rate on decision making based on analytics for him going for it on fourth down, and he had the highest percentage for making the right call on fourth downs. That level of aggression was not there years ago, and that lets you know that he's serious about changing the outcome of this team. So is Okudah going to pass Darko as Detroit's worst draft pick? Nope, and I'll tell you why soon. So it's one of the things where you just have to look at it for what it is. It's no way that we can get around the reality of it. Now, where do I really want to keep going on what else I was wrong with? Okay, I was wrong because I said Derek Barnes was going to be a baller in this game. Now, the reason I'm going to say I was wrong is because he did ball this game, but I'm wrong because his ass didn't start. And I don't know why not, but I hope they realize after seeing this that he should. He needs to start. He needs to start right now. And so at this point, it's pie in my face. I'm eating crow pie, because people don't want to put our best players on the field, and it's disgusting. I said that the Lions were going to be able to get to the quarterback, and I realized something. Levi Onwuzurike was not out there. We were stuck with Nick Williams, and at times, I don't think Nick Williams even got a push. But that's neither nor there. Romeo Core seemed to be a bit slow. He might be one of them guys who's better with his hand in the dirt, but we'll see. I'll give it maybe 2 more games before I lose my cap on that. And so just looking at it. Let me see. It says just here to laugh and hear Luke's excuses. See, it's the difference between people who don't follow the sport. There's no excuse to be had, just facts and the realities. And the realities is objectivity. And so I make sure I take all the emotion out and I leave it to the objective side of it. Tell me when I say something that becomes emotional, and then I will go back and correct myself. Because it's about being objective. I said that the Lions would not need Jared Goff to throw the ball. I was right about that. He threw the ball 57 times, and I literally walked away thinking, what an effing mistake that was. There's too many passes. It's way too many passes, and it don't make sense. So, I'm just giving you all the little pieces. Now, let me start to hit on some things that really, really stood out to me. Their defense is not as good as I thought it would be in terms of the 49ers. I do love what Bosa said. Bosa said that Sewell is going to be something special. Like, he's basically saying that he's going to be great. He said, but he's 100% left tackle, and he feels better at left tackle, and it was clear and going against him. And what can I say? It's the truth. He looked very good in that position. And it's not much that you can take away from that and feel like, we didn't get this or we didn't get that. He really did go out on a limb and handle his business against what many people thought was going to be the reason that we lose. It didn't quite go like that. So, I can't kill that. If there's anything I forgot that I was wrong about, please put it in the chat. Right? Put it in the chat. Because I want to eat my crow. I gave y'all a prediction. Now, this thing about me though, when I give a prediction, it's never based on my emotion. It's always based with factual information behind it. The team that showed up in the last 9 minutes is the team that I thought was going to come out the game. That's the team I thought I was going to see. They never got there. All right. It never got there. I don't know. I just don't get it. So anything that I was wrong, throw it in there. I ain't gonna get mad. I ain't gonna get mad. Tell it when what was I wrong about? Anything that I was wrong about. Dacker is gonna have to move the right tackle. Hey, it's gonna have to be 100%. You know, but then again, who knows? You know, I think that the right tackle thing is difficult, but I think it's a little bit overblown, just a little bit, because I think overall, they were better off than people thought. Okay, that's how I'm gonna put it. They were better off than what people thought. Now, let me see, what else am I missing? I'm trying to give y'all a chance to eat this crow. I know y'all need for me to have these moments, and I want to make it 100% fair. Get it done. It says, but look, Sewell bust because I didn't get a GM job in Detroit. Oh, I didn't forget about Daniel Kelly and that stupid article he wrote. Trust me, that's gonna age real bad. And he ain't the only one who talked like that. The Lions D was a savvy, but only one game. Don't build a church on one game. Well, you know, some people want to build a church, and I'm gonna let them. This is a bill, and people need to understand that the talent is not here yet. The talent is not the problem. And the fact that I did that the talent is not here, I don't agree with. I think the talent is here. I think the talent is evidently here. You have to have somebody who is just as gutsy as the person calling plays. And I don't know if Jared Goff is as gutsy as Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's mentality evolves around, I need to do whatever it takes to get the job done and take risks. Jared Goff was trying to be safe, and that's a problem. Jimbo G says, I told you we need to get hit or sacked Jimmy multiple times. You claim we didn't. He carved us up like turkey, double egg, fried okra, and chili. Yeah, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. I disagree with that. He didn't carve us up like that. And then the reason I say that is because of a bunch of different reasons. One, they won that game because of the run. The run game set it up in such a way to where the Lions had to respect the play action and all these other things. The sacks and stuff was not a problem. They've got hits on him before and they've still lost the game. The problem was the Lions had to stay to their formula, get stops, run the ball, score. And so when you go to the very first mistake, I call them turning points or moments that change momentum. When you go 4 and out on the first drive, that was a statement. He went for it on fourth. They went 4 and out. That was a statement drive. Then you punt, you base turn over on downs and get a fumble, right? You base turn over on downs and get a fumble, and you don't score any points. You get nothing for it because you miss a field goal. That was huge. Then let's turn it around. You get ready to go into the halftime, possibly down 14, possibly, right? I can't remember the score. Well, I feel like it was like 21-10. So basically, you're going to get ready to go down like 2 possessions. Instead, you get a costly interception, which puts you down 3 possessions, and guess who gets the ball back afterwards? They do. Those are momentum-changing plays because that interception was for a touchdown. So you got that going for you. Let's see what else you got going for you. I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. I want y'all to have y'all moment. All right, have y'all moment. Everything that I say is objective. I keep it 100 and I can prove it. All right. So now it says Goff can't throw deep. Dinking and dunking. Don't cut it. Radio Lomas Brown on Goff. Usually don't act like that. So that's a wrap on Goff looking at number 1 pick quarterback. I don't think he can't throw deep. I just think he plays safe. That's my belief. I didn't see any heart from the Lions. I saw 49ers pull half of their starters and stop playing. What? When? What game was you watching? When did they pull half their starters? Really? When? Half they nah, come on now. You exaggerating that a little bit, Hungry Panda Studios. I'm trying to take my humble pie and my crow, and you come with that. Come on, man. That's not how that happened. You know, that's not. They didn't do that. They were still out there trying to play and score, and that was evident by Kyle Shanahan, who said that he had took out that cornerback. But then he said he realized quickly that was a mistake, and he put them back in, and they still went down and did what they was doing. See, the team that showed up in that last few minutes is what the Lions were supposed to play like, and they would have changed the dynamic. But that's even worse when you don't have the home field advantage. Again, wrong about that. Goff played better than Rodgers. This is true. Except he did throw deep when he needed to a lot. Like I said, I didn't see it. Let me see. Decker will be trade bait. We getting first and third for him. People, let me just help kill some of this crazy talk. He has a huge contract. Nobody taking no cap hit like that. People, it's not going down like that. Ain't nobody taking no cap. That cap hit gonna be nuts. Who taking that? My man Old Timer Dave says he agrees with my man Chrome that Goff played better than Rodgers. Rodgers is petty. I think after the game, Rodgers said something to the effect of y'all drafted a quarterback or something. Correct me if I'm right or wrong on that, Old Timer Dave. Didn't Rodgers say something about like I played bad, they should have played the other quarterback or something like that, or they drafted the quarterback, they should have played him? That lets you know how petty he is. Don Burr says you're gonna have a lot of these moments, Luke. We'll see about that. Season is still young. Hungry Panda Studios, go eat your panda. What? I don't even get it. What? That one will lose me. My man JT Sports says Matthew Stafford was gutsy. Well, people didn't want him here, so he ain't here. I ain't gonna really talk about it. At Luke, would you rather have a talented player or a hard-working player? Hard-working. Talent does not always win out. Hard-working will always win out. I'm going to outwork you. In fact, there's a lot of players that was in this league that wasn't the fastest, that wasn't the strongest, and yet they won because they outworked them. So yeah, let's keep it 100%. He wasn't very accurate. So I see y'all ready for me to get more into the game. He said, I was so disgusted I didn't even watch the post-game interview. Damn, they got old-timer Dave skipping the man. I mean, that team, if that was Stafford and that team only put up 3 points, this whole entire fan base would be like, look at Stafford. He only scored 3 points. And Roger does it. Every receiver is garbage. Devontae Adams, where was he? It's like, I can't. I can't. I would love to join y'all on the train of hope, but I can't. It's just, I can't. So, all right. Now I got to get to some visual things. I got to hit on some things. Jeff Okudah's out for the season with a torn Achilles. And I made a statement earlier at the beginning of the show. As you know, this is my show of eating crow, so y'all feel free to say what y'all need to say. Take solace in knowing that you was right. But usually my stuff aged pretty well because I said long ago, well before the person was drafted, that they are not worth the top 10 pick. Now, this may come as a shock to a lot of people, but the fact that he was hurt, he ain't the only one who's out for the season with an injury. Ryan Fitzpatrick got put on IR. Mozart got put on IR, and a host of other players was hurt this week. So we can't act like this didn't happen, right? We can't go and be like, oh, well, these things never occurred. And it's because he sucks. I'm not in that camp. I'm not in the camp of playing the, oh, he sucks talk, right? Like, that's not me. What I can tell you is this, people. I can tell you that this is a gift to you. This is a gift to the Lions. And this is a gift to Okudah. Anybody, and I know, Luke, you done lost your mind again. How in the hell can this be a gift? I'm going to say it again. How in the hell could this be a gift to Okudah, the Lions, and the fans? If anybody who knows anything about an Achilles rupture know that when you rupture your Achilles, you lose a lot of speed and ability to make certain movements is the word I want to use, right? And so with that comes the real possibility of what needs to happen. He officially gets moved to safety. Now, Luke, you've been saying he's a safety, but how is this going to happen to be a safety? He's going to be slower. Don't care. As a safety, he could be slower. His football IQ is high enough to account for that. The problem is right now, even with a high football IQ, he can't run with these people. He can't. He's not there to run with them. Every run is a stretch of a muscle because he's trying to keep up with them, and there's no way that he can do it. So, yeah, This is a gift, right? He will be a safety now. Why? Because you got to save face. You got to find some kind of way to justify this pick. You got to put him in a position to come back better than ever. And if you know anything about this coaching staff, they don't have a problem moving people around. Don't believe me? Ask about Godwin. How did he go from safety to running back? They just looked at it. Oh, you played that in college? No. You put that in high school? Yeah. Let's see if you can do it again. Right? It's that simple. But what this does is open the door for him to go to his natural position in the NFL, which is safety. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is a gift for him. He's not going to if you thought he was slow before, just go and look at Marshawn Mikael O'Shore. When the Lions got Mikael O'Shore. Look at Mikael O'Shore in college and pros. The game didn't just get faster than him. He lost a lot of speed and directional abilities because of that injury. And so I suspect that Kuda will lose a lot of that as well. Now, stay with me. All right? Stay with me. There was a lot of things that came away from that game about Okudah that I liked. But I said to myself, how much better would that look if Okudah was at safety? Because I believe a lot of those passes that they got, he comes up and make those tackles. He's a really good open field tackler. It's just that even on that deep pass he gave up, the biggest problem is this. Some of y'all fans is funny. We finally finalized the O-line because we have decent players, and y'all saying it's time to trade them. It never fails. So he had some plays where I was like, yo, he balled out, he did his thing, he made his mark, he showed his teeth, and he capped it 100. But if he was at safety, a lot of that ain't happening. In fact, I would even argue if he was at safety, you probably change the way the game is played because they would know that he has the ability to get over there. On that deep bomb, all he had to do, and this is why he got chewed out throughout that game, he just wasn't playing with fundamental technique. That's it. Like, I don't know, you're playing the receiver instead of the ball. Just turn your damn head. You're not going to lose him. Use your hand as a way to feel for him. You know, tap him a few times with the back of your hand. Oh, he's still there. And locate the ball. He never did that. And that's why he got beat on that route. Right? Then we take it a step further because obviously, people don't really want to believe this, but I'm telling you, this is going to line up for him to come back. He's going to try corner. He's going to get burnt, and they're going to say, to safety you go. And then it's going to be Pro Bowl. And then you're going to be saying, damn, we should have been did this. And I'm going to say, yeah, we should have. Because if he gets released, the next team that takes him is going to make him a safety. Don Burr says, Luke, it's not a gift. I know you want to be outside the box all the time, but it won't happen. That's when I give you the yawn emoji. You think it's out of the box. I gave you facts. You don't like them? I don't know what to tell you. Go and look at the players who have ruptured their Achilles, hell, had major hamstring pulls, and lost a step at the cornerback position and went over to safety. Go and look, including people like, I don't know, say Charles Woodson. Go and look at them. Go and look at the people who was playing cornerback and was not fast enough to keep up with a lot of these receivers and went to safety and did well, like Quandre Diggs. Seriously. You ain't got to believe it's not outside the box. It's just simple paying attention to patterns. Now, I think that the Okudah loss could hurt the Lions, but again, I still count it as a gift. He gets to move to safety. That means if he gets a little bit more playing time as a rookie, obviously it's going to be a hard transition for him as a rookie playing it. But again, at least he gets some playing time. And two, I think this now opens the door for the Lions to decide to make a trade. So some of y'all people who've been screaming about that Xavier Howard, that might be a possibility now. Because if they really want to keep what they got going, they're going to make a trade, and you're not going to like the compensation that they're going to give up to get the player that they want. So just go ahead and get yourself prepared for it. Don't sweat it, and keep it 100. All right. Now I gotta switch gears because one of the things that came out was, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna word this. How do I want to word this? People don't understand my take on Jared Goff. They just don't. I've been told that not only is my take on Jared Goff off base is weird. I was like, oh, okay. I've been told that my take is that Jared Goff played well, and I tried to explain to people that what he did was not good. It says Xavier and Howard in Miami are good now. They restructured his contract like he wanted. Yep. And they can use some draft capital. They've been collecting picks for a reason, and I still think he can be up there. Trust me, it's cornerbacks that they can trade for if it's that big of a need. But I do know that happened, and I do believe that he's still available for trade. Like Miami got cap space. They not hurting. They want capital. So, they trying to appease him, but mark my words, it's a possible doable thing. All right, so now as I'm still eating my crow, I'm eating my healthy humble pie. All right, here we go. Jared Goff did not play well, and I'm gonna say it again. It was not well, and the reason I say he didn't play well was because of certain things that I saw with my own two eyes, and that became apparent to me was happening. It says in the first half, Jared Goff looked ugly, but his second half performance was great. Yeah, but it was too late. It was too late, and a lot of people bounced the moment I did this, so it's cool. Let me get right into it. Let's go right here to next gen stats. Okay, and I'm using these particularly. First thing I want y'all to understand is this is all beautiful. He's now the fourth quarterback in terms of yards in the week one, right? Only Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, and Kirk Cousins are ahead of him, right? Like, this is great. Like, everything about this, you feel good about. You feel like, oh, wow, this is amazing. So then I decided to just go over here. You see, this thing right here tells me something. And so when we go to Jared Goff, let's take a look-see at Jared Goff. Can I make this bigger? Let me try. There we go. All right. Now, people said that Jared Goff played well and that the biggest problem was there was a lot of drops, right? And this right here plots every single pass. Now, one of the biggest complaints is that Jared Goff was dinking and dunking. All right? That's what they said. I want you to just look at all of the green. The green are completed pass. The red means interception. And the white right there basically means that pass was incomplete. Let's count how many passes went over, say, 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 2 right there, 10, 11. So 11 passes went over 10 yards. Great. How many went over 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Luke, this can't. What's your point, Luke? The man threw the ball 57 times. 5 passes out of 57 times went over 20 yards. 5. Now, I'm not saying that he's a lost cause. I'm not. I'm just simply referring back to my original statement, which was this man was playing safe. He was not forcing the issue. He was just trying to be safe. And essentially threw an interception here. We can go through and count all the drops, and I have before. I'll advise you to do your own research to look at how many drop passes the 49ers had, because then you're going to realize that excuse is out the window. But this right here show you where he was throwing. I want you to understand that this visual picture shows you where he's throwing the ball. This is not acceptable. This is not good. This is not how this works. All right. Jared Goff just somehow forgot that he had receivers. And this is not something that we can do. Like, it doesn't make sense. Right? I'm not ready to call him a check down king. I'm not. I think it was his first game, and I think he wanted the Lions fan base to like him. So he was trying not to make no mistakes. His style of play, if he keeps this up, does not match up with the head coach's mentality. You can't have this style of play with a head coach who's going for it 5 times on 4th down. You can't have that. You can't. You can't tell me that this guy had a great game when he just basically took the safest passes that you can take. You cannot convince me that this makes sense. And it's not me wanting to be ignorant or mean towards him or just downright, oh, he sucks or anything like that. I'm not saying that. Excuse me. I'm not saying that. If you look at the numbers and a snapshot, it looked like he did great. It looked like he did great. But when I look at the picture, this is not acceptable. Most of these down the field passes came in the last few minutes when he discovered that he had a receiver. This cannot happen. It says 11 passes over 10 yards. What? Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'll go back and look at it. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, but you say it's not. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Uh-oh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to count this as over 10 yards? I'll give it to you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we give him 15. Do that make you feel better? Let's still talk about how many passes went over 20. Let me give you this one. 1. Then go 3 right there. 4, 5. If you want me to give you that one, you can have that. 6. I can give you that one. I'll give you 7. He threw the ball 57 times. No matter how you slice it, he threw the ball 57 times, and this is what we look at. The chart ain't gonna lie. So one of the things that people was talking about was, oh, well, it's kind of an unfair representation, is what they say, right? It's not fair to have this representation of Jared Goff. Well, let's just go through and take a look at it, right? Let's look at my man's right here. Let's go over here. We go back to the Detroit Lions. I want to look at some of the people he threw the ball to so you can kind of see some things. This thing allows you to see the rates that they was running. One of the reasons why I have been praising Sewell is because, let's be honest, the charts don't lie. Most of them big runs on his side. And he wasn't getting no help from the tight end. Like, let's just be honest. Look at this. Real-time stuff. 8 receptions, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Sewell side. 8 receptions, 97 yards. A touchdown. This one came on the right. I think his touchdown came on Sewell side. There you go. Go look at the rushing. 11 carries, 39 yards. Sewell side. All Sewell side. I can't make this stuff up. You don't have to like it, but this is not how you win games. You can't win games throwing the ball 57 times. You can't win games sitting here dinking and dunking your way down the field. You can't win games not taking risks down the field. 7 passes. If you want to see opposition, I'll give it to you, right? Just for comparisons. Jameis Winston, y'all gonna make me go there. Jameis Winston did not have this kind of game, right? He just didn't. But let's go and take a look at the Saints, right? Just for comparison, you have already seen the numbers for Jared Goff, and let's go and take a look at the Saints, right? And all I want to see is Jameis Winston. All right, so let's get on down here. How many passes went over 10 yards for him? You want to count this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing to write home about, right? Nothing to write home about. Nothing to get there. But he completed 7 of 14. I mean, he completed 14 of 20. I know, and 7 of them went there. So where did the other 7 go? Oh, they were less than 10. Oh, well, let's just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And we know that he got some stuff up here. But look at these passes on this chart. Look at this. You got to respect this. He wanted you. He was playing that game down here. Then this is Sean McVay. But that ball went up here. You dropping 50-yard bombs down this way, bro? You dropping passes down this way? I wanted to see more of these type of passes where they were throwing it downfield. And Jared Goff just wasn't doing it. He was afraid to do this or to make a mistake. And that, to me, is the problem. Not because I want him to just suck, because it was a problem that should not have happened. It was a situation where he should have been so much better. Right? He said situational awareness, time usage, and the fourth down decisions were great. I think coaching did his job. They took risks when they went for it on fourth down 5 for 6 times. They went for it on fourth on 5 times. He got 2. But the problem is this. That's a decision that's made for it by the coach. I'm talking about, where's the risk for Jared Goff? Where's Jared Goff risk at? Because it's not there. It says he doesn't trust his receivers. He only had 1 real quarter with them in some kind of game action. Then he shouldn't be the quarterback. Your receivers are who your receivers are. And it just is what it is. You don't get to Stafford didn't get to pick who his receivers were. He didn't, we talk about it all the time. Eric Kramer didn't get to decide who his receivers were. He showed up, he performed, and then the rest was history. You just can't have this happen. You can't. So then I got real intrigued. Right? I got real intrigued. Excuse me. Because what I wanted to now see was, could I figure out, was there an issue here that I needed to see? Right? Like, was there something that I was missing? Right? And I said, I'm gonna use TJ Hockenson as my example for this one. TJ Hockenson were calling plays for Hockenson where they were underneath and stuff. Look at some of the routes where they had him go further and things like that. The green is run after the catch. You got to put some respect on the name, all right? In case you was wondering, after the catch, that's what the green is. The white is the route. The gray is incomplete, all right? Incomplete, short here. Incomplete, short here. All of this was underneath. He had to make plays afterwards to get run after the catch, right? And so you say, well, why is this important? Because when he was running these routes here, you know for a fact receivers wasn't running this. And that's why I'm pointing at. Receivers was up here, open. He just wasn't throwing it down there. He just kept it safe and threw it here. And as much as we want to try to play it down, we can't. Next week, he has to be more aggressive. He has to be more strategic in his aggression when throwing the ball. You're going to make mistakes. They're going to love you or hate you either way it go. You might as well do it trying to be great. And if for some reason he don't trust his receivers, then he needs to go. 100%. Now, let me switch it up one more time because I try my best. He said, okay, Luke, Winston had the luxury of not being in a 28-point hole, which forced Lions to be one-dimensional. Yeah, he did have a luxury of not being in that hole, but you know what else that I say? That first half, he 25 of his passes never. Okay, I saw this stat today, and I could not believe it because I said this can't be real. Let me see if I can pull it back up. I just knew that there was no way that this can be real. I really don't want to make him look bad like that. But I gotta be honest on what I see. All right, so let's get on back down here to Detroit. All right. And let's get down here to Jared Goff. All right. So all right here. They literally said after the first quarter, he had not thrown a pass longer than 5 yards or something, right? So that tells me that majority of this stuff was happening early on. At one point, he was 25, I think it was 25 of his passes were 10 yards or less. That's disgusting in the first half. The game was still close and he was still dinking and dunking. When the scores were 0-0, he dinked and dunked. We have to be better at our aggression and what we do. The run game, what you want me to say? They did their job. The linebackers on the inside, garbage. We can talk about the defense as a whole, but the biggest mistake on that was the inside linebackers. They did not do their job. And as much as I would love to downplay this stuff, I can't. This is what it is. Look at this. We got one pass right here for 40, and that was incomplete. And I'm almost sure that I can tell you what this one pass was because that's how shocked I was that that's the first time we went deep. That was a pass to Quintez Cephas that he missed. That Quintez Cephas had a step on, and he missed. Another thing that people have been talking about, and it's coming out more, is the fact that when he was throwing the ball, them balls were ducks. They was wobbly. They wasn't spiral. They wasn't tight. It wasn't clean. They was rough. And as much as I would love to act like this ain't the case, this is what it is. Ghetto Pass says, no way we should be comparing Goff with Winston. It's not even the same situation. It's not a matter of comparing them based on situations. It's a matter of saying which quarterback was more aggressive in getting the ball to their target. Jared Goff was not. He just wasn't. Right? Defense is the issue right now, like beyond anything else. I just think it's inside linebackers. I feel like if you truly fix that, problem solved. Soon they put my man Derek Barnes out there, that run stuff was done. He was getting home, jamming up and stuff. So I think he need more playing time. We have no receivers, but now Goff got to find imaginary open receivers. Okay. Okay. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. Green is what he completed. White is incomplete. You know what? You ain't gonna take my word for it. I'll let you see the legend itself. Here we go. Blue is touchdown. That's the line of scrimmage. That's the interception. That's completed. That's incomplete. Look at the chart. When nobody open, you telling me that this the only thing he can hit, right? From 15 yards. Just go from right here. 15 on back. That's the only thing he had open. Look at that. From 15 on back. That's all. Nobody was open. Nobody. I guess when he threw it here, and people are going to say, well, the lineman got pushed into him and it hit his arm. No, he was throwing that ball there anyway. And it was 3 people around the receiver. Nobody was open there. Got it. It's not throwing to imaginary receivers. Those same imaginary receivers made plays when the ball was thrown to him down the stretch in the last few minutes. You got to give him opportunity. He didn't. 15 on down. You going to tell me, you know what? Let's look at another person. Let's go through and look at all the passing. Just look at them. Look at Andy Dalton. Same thing. You want to know why they lost? Same thing. Dinking and dunking. No aggression. Just look at it. Look at the spacing. That's Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, he didn't have the yards. Right? Look at the difference with Teddy Bridgewater, where his completions are, where he's aiming for. They're down the field. And while you may say, well, it's not a lot past 15, I'm telling you, I can see one up here. I can see one right here, one right here. That's what? That's 3. I see one right here. That's 4. One right here, 5, 6. He's throwing this thing down. He's trying to get them to move. You going to look at A-Rod? 40. I don't even know what that one is. I ain't even make it big, just for the purposes. They're like it's a 50. Interception. 30. But they're over the 15-yard. And this is one of the reasons why I think he failed, because they lost their run game. The moment A-Rod didn't have a run game, things got real. But Tua, one of the problems they had with Tua is he ain't throwing it down the field. Well, he discovered his inner circle. Right? Like just look at it. You don't see it all jumbled up from 15 all back like that on a lot of these people. They're getting the ball down the field. And the problem with a lot of these people that lost is they was just too damn safe. Look at Baker Mayfield's. I'm just saying. Justin Herbert. Now, I want you to see these pattern drops, and then we're going to go and look at Jared Goff's. And I'm telling you, you see a significant difference in how the pattern looks. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I just had to show y'all this because we're making excuses where there is no room for an excuse. That is his pattern drop. That's the line of scrimmage. Just look from here. 5 on out. How many is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I mean, stop playing with me. You have to push the ball down the field. You don't got to like it. You don't got to respect it. You ain't got to believe in me. You ain't got to agree with me. That's facts. That's just the facts right now. Izzy says, Luke, when was Amon-Ra open deep consistently during his first half? When was Amon-Ra open deep during his first half? I don't think I gave a specific name on who was open deep. But the benefit of this cool little device here is we can see who was open deep. Right? I can look it up. Is it like this? Is that how you do his name? I hope I did that right. Okay, why is it not doing nothing? I probably saw this name all wrong. Let me see if it come up like this. It's not even clicking. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's see if that works. I don't even know why they got a player search feature and I can't search the player. Like, I generally cannot search the player. That's dumb. Oh, maybe I got to pick all this other stuff. Let me see. All right. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, people. So I'm not going to lie to you. I can't get it to switch. And I don't know what I'm doing. I will think that if I put it in here, do I got to hit return or something? Let me see. Well, it ain't working right now, damn it. I don't know. I'm not even sure why. But you know what? Oh, I can't show it like that because they're going to block me. I'll do a video and I'll show you. All right. But it's not about if he's open deep or not. He was open deep enough on some plays where he could have been hit and he wasn't. Dr. Detroit, I want to see all these open receivers. Okay. Okay. Let me switch gears a minute. You know. All right. He said wide receiver, Luke. This right here is another reason why I think we lost that game. I think we gave it away in a lot of ways more so than they just beat us. But I mean, you win the turnover battle, and we get how many points off the turnovers? So you got a forced fumble, no points, another forced fumble, a touchdown, and another forced fumble, no points. So 3 turnovers and you got 7 points. Shameful. We got to be better than that. We have to be better than that. There's no excuse for us to have that many turnovers and not come up with points. We just have to be better than that. Let me see if I can find this part of this article. Let me see if I can find this part. There was a part in the article that I just love. This was an article that I need to share this with y'all. Y'all know me. I'm notorious for lazy journalism. I can't stand it. I think it's terrible. If you don't have the energy to get her done, shame on you, right? But when I tell y'all that I love what this man wrote in this particular article, it was beautiful. Now, for those people who didn't believe about the run game, here it is for you. 15 carries, 43 yards. What happened in that game, Luke? I don't know. They was able to run it 39 times, 171. You can literally take out the 6 runs and the 37 yards from Jameis Winston. That still gives them 36 carries, right? And I'm trying to take as many of the stuff away. Take Taysom Hill's 2 away. So that gives them 34 carries. All right. Now, we all know that they ran for 171, but I just want you to understand something. If they ran for that, and you're talking about taking off, 38 from the 171, right? Let me go and just put a calculator so I don't mess my math because I'm not going to try to think that hard. That's 133 rushing yards. So if I take out what the quarterbacks did, they still rushed for 133 yards on 34 carries. And this team over here threw the ball 35 times and just couldn't find their footing. This is why they lost. But this article is what I want to talk about. It's the Monday overreactions. Dan Campbell is the guy who will change everything for the Lions. Let me get to a small insert right here. It says, there was a time in 2018 to 2020, to be exact, when the Lions would be getting blown out 41-17 with 9:53 remaining on the clock, and the game would end with a score of 41-17. That was what Matt Patricia would do. He was like a turtle. Let's all just go out in our shell and live to fight another day. Dan Campbell is a teenage mutant ninja turtle. He would not allow his team to lay down and give up. In the 9 minutes and 53 seconds, the Lions took what looked like a horrible 41-17 blowout in front of a group of dejected fans, because them fans, if they was even still there, and turned it into a 41-33 game with a chance to tie in front of a crazy crowd that has been waiting for moments like this for years. Yes, it did not work out. In the end, the miracle came up short, and the Lions lost the game. But despite the loss, the game showed us more than we could have asked for. The game showed us that the Lions have finally found the coach who is going to take them to places that we've been dreaming about for years. Now, I want you to just really zone in on what this man's going to say. He says, Dan Campbell is what the team has needed all along. Jim Schwartz was aggressive, but not in a good way. Jim Caldwell was too calm about everything, and Matt Patricia doesn't know how to coach. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Dan Campbell is aggressive in the right ways. This team loves him, and he's changing the entire culture of this team every time you see him. What we saw Sunday shows that Campbell is not going to let this team just lose a game with their heads down. If the Lions are going to lose a game, they're going to do it knowing that they left everything they had out there, and they came away having learned something. You can't just easily find coaches like this, guys that flat out get it. Rebuild isn't just about spending money and getting good draft picks. It's rebuilding the identity of players you already have and teaching them how to be better players and better teammates. Now, I fell in love with this article. I fell in love with this article because from the get-go, when he first wrote that first opening, I knew that it was something in here, right? Like it was something in here that needed to be drawn out in a way that was methodical and beautiful. And the idea of where this team was at and its approach was there. And it's sad. It's sad because it's such an attitude that I don't think people are willing to. I don't think they're willing to accept the reality of what had happened in that game. He talked about biting off kneecaps and we're going to fight, but you're going to know you was in the fight with us. They kind of responded to that. Right? But to show you something, let me go a little bit further. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where's it at? Was it another article? I think it might be another article, people. Give me a second to go back and get the other article. All right. Because in this particular article, what was addressed, I thought it was epic. I thought it was a lot of things that I pointed out to people and said to them, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we see. This article, I believe, was written by Jeremy Reisman. I'm trying to bring it up. Give me 1 second, people. Because I really think you'll appreciate this one. I even see an article that just got posted not too long ago that says, do not label this Detroit Lions the same old Lions team. What? Shocking. You know, it's some of the stuff you just can't make up. All right, let's see. Is Jeremy Rising on this? No, that's not it. Jesus, that's not his name. Let me see, people. I'm trying to find this article, and I hate when I get out of shambles of what I'm doing. In the midst of all this, while I'm trying to find this article, that they had another great article, because I thought it was some good writing going on. I thought that there was some things pointed out that was hard for us to see. All right, like I enjoyed reading the articles after this game. And it wasn't the same negative undertone. It just wasn't. All right. So let's see. Is this the article right here? Damn it. I can't find the article. I don't know what happened. Maybe I'll show it tomorrow. Maybe I'll find it tomorrow. I really can't find it. Like I can't find it. It was a beautiful little article, and I'm really forcing myself to find this article, and it's ticking me off that I can't. While I'm trying to find the article, let me talk about another topic until I get to it. When it came to the defense, I need to ask y'all a serious question, because I think that this is something that I noticed that people was talking about a lot of, and obviously this is something that I noticed pretty much all the teams in the NFC North on week 1, which, by the way, every single team in the NFC North lost. So, yay. But stay with me. Who was the weakest link on the defense in yesterday's game? Like, seriously. Like, if you the fans, tell me who was the weakest link? Who was the guy that you was like, yo, he gotta go? Like, who was that guy? I need to know, who are you giving the weakest link? Only on defense, not offense, defense. Because I think that it matters. So who was these people? Like, so let me see what we're talking out right here. Let me see what we're talking. Alex Anzalone was the weak link. Alex Anzalone. Or Core. I like that one, Detroit. Jamie Collins. I like that one. Anzalone and Will Harris. Okay. Anzalone or Okuda. Eagles won? Yes, they did. The linebackers. Okay. All right. Now, here's the fun part. Oh, wait. It says, I think the defense struggled against Green Bay. We lost our starting cornerback. Green Bay just got on in a pathetic fashion. It's as close to me as a must-win for them as possible in week 2. It could be. It could be. Okuda's Achilles. Damn, you going to get at the weak link? JT Massive Purpose has the linebackers, Will Harris, Nick Williams, Jamie Collins. The weakest link on defense. Matt Nelson was on offense. But the weakest link on defense is what I'm looking for. Anzalone. All right. Wow. Spaceboy came with a good one. He said the defensive coordinator is the weakest link. All right. People. To all the people who gave me their weakest link, first of all, let me just thank you. I appreciate seeing who y'all put down for the weakest link. And I like what y'all had. For me, it's hands down with Alex Anzalone. I've never seen anything like this. You got one job only. Attack the line of scrimmage. It wasn't there. He didn't even attempt to attack the line of scrimmage. It was not. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, where was Jamie Collins? Like, seriously. Where was Jamie Collins at? Where was Jamie Collins at on some of them runs that came directly at him? I just don't understand this. The inside linebackers were. If you even take the whole linebacker core as a whole, I won't even be mad at you. But those inside backers was horrible. Like, I wish I could make it up. They was horrible. They weren't even close to making a play. That was in front of them. That's how bad it was, bro. I walked away feeling like I just witnessed something that I shouldn't have had to witness. Something that didn't have anything to do with football. And that's the scary part. That's the part that makes me wonder, how do we get to this point? What do we do to get out of it? Because right now, I can tell you this much. That linebacking core was hot garbage. It was. And it wasn't like they was missing tackles. They just weren't even in the play. At all. Not even close. It just makes me upset. Like, bro, like, I can't believe this is where we was at. Let me skip one thing. I was talking to, I think it was Southwest Lions. That's what it was. I was talking to Southwest Lions. And he didn't really like the idea of Aubrey Pleasant going in on Okuda. He didn't really like that idea. He felt like, hey, the guy, you're trying to get the guy's confidence up and everything like that. Like, and I got to really thinking, I said, nope, if he can't handle somebody yelling at him, he shouldn't be on this team. Ain't got no time for this crybaby stuff. You can't handle it, get off this team. Right? But I thought more thing about it. Where was the media and the cameras were at when I'm telling you, I can't, because obviously when the 49ers was on the field, the stadium was quiet. When Aaron Glenn is going off on players, huddled them up, cussing and yelling all kind of impurities. Nobody said anything about it. Woo, boy, you terrible. That boy, okay. Yeah, okay. I see you. You came to play. All right. It said, I'm saying they should be playing DN in a 4-3, not outside linebacker in a 3-4. That's fair enough. It said, yes, I love what Aubrey did. I did too. I thought if you're going to have a player that's not going to do it, make him do it. Make him do it. Let him know. And then he went there and he did the most nurturing thing. My mother, my father, anybody who ever loved you has always yelled at you about something. And then came back and hugged you and kissed you and told you like, hey, you got this. Get it together. Which is what he did. I don't care. I don't care about that. Right? Like there was no beef, no contention, no issues, no problems with everything else. It was just that. I'm okay with that. I don't care about the other stuff because guess what? The reality is the other stuff don't matter to me. It never was going to matter to me. Why? Because guess what? The Lions had their work cut out for them, period. It's the reality. It's the reality. They had their work cut out for them. They was always going to do certain things. But now you got coaches who's willing to get in the face of players who should be good just for them to do simple things like their job. We can't get mad at that. And if he can't handle it, he should not be on this team. There's no way he should be on this team. If that bothered him in the least bit, he shouldn't be here. Period. And that's the sad part about it. I sat there, I saw that, and I talked to him about it back and forth, and I told him, if this was something that bothered him, he ain't ready. He ain't ready for the prime time. If that's what got to him, damn it, he don't need to be here. Period. Now, I'm sure I found this article. But I'm just double checking it. Let me see. Yep, let me see. Yep, let me see. The quote in there is a certain quote I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Nope. Damn it. I got to find a quote. This is all I want to see. I want y'all to read this damn quote. That's it. I don't want y'all to see nothing else. Y'all can read the rest of the article on your own. I'm looking for this one quote. That's it. And when I find it, it's going down. That's all I need is that quote. Because that's where it gets intriguing at. It's what he said in that quote. All right, we got that one. All right, here we go right here. All right, so, whoo, boy. All right, here we go. I got to see how I'm going to get this damn thing to show. Oh, wait a minute. Boy, I tell you. All right, I got to figure out how to get this to show. Let me try one more thing, people. Don't y'all lose me now. All right. So they asked him a question. And the first question was about this team as a whole. And they asked him about Jeff Okudah. So they're like, and this is, mind you, this is after the game. This is after the game that they're asking him this question. So they asked him the question of, hey, Dan Campbell, what are your thoughts on Jeff Okudah? He says, quote, Jeff Okudah had a rough day. There's some good, some bad. I don't know. I got to go to the tape and I got to look at it. It says, we all saw the one deep bum that he got beat on. That's there. He said, but I can tell you one thing. On the offensive side of the ball, Jared Goff did a fine day. However, he missed some passes, and we certainly want him to take more shots down the field. But what we have to do to help him is not have him pass the ball 57 times. That is not our game plan. You're not going to win many games having to pass the ball that many times. Now, I have always been a person to say you want your quarterback to be somewhere between, I don't know, 28, 30 passes. You just don't want him to spend too much time on it, right? But again, it's one of the things where I think Dan Campbell understands this. I think Dan Campbell got to a point where he said, hey, we can be better in a lot of ways. All right. So they asked him another question. Here it goes. He says, we didn't do enough to win. We dug ourselves in really big ditch early against a very good team. Everything that we said that we needed to do to win this game, we really didn't do. We were better in the second half. We gave ourselves a chance, but it wasn't good enough. Now, he says, right. It said the Lions were averaging just 4.8 yards per run, while their top two running backs accounted for 214 yards of the offense. That's a pretty good day. The problem is Detroit fell behind a lot, as much as 28 points, and had to park that thing in the garage. Here's Dan Campbell's response to that. When asked about the comments made by Jared Goff and his struggles in LA and the fact that he said checkdowns are my friend, Dan Campbell says, hey, don't know nothing about the comment, but I can tell you this. He at least gave us a chance in the end, and that's what it boils down to. It says there is that one pick six play that we all wish that we had back, and I am sure he does too. He just kind of hung on to TJ Hockenson too long, and it bit us in the ass. That's his exact quote, people. That's not me just cussing. It says, now we had a chance. We gave ourselves a chance, but we have to eliminate all the little stuff. There's things that's going to be so much stuff to clean up on that tape. Now, he says, if we keep having Jared Goff pass the ball 57 times per game, we're not going to win many games. We have to find a way to get this ball back on the ground. I don't walk away from this game feeling nothing no different other than the fact that I think that as many people want to blame the defense, a lot of this can be remedied if the damn ball is pushed. Because if the ball is pushed just a little bit, you can run the ball more. We were getting away from things in a way that it should not have been there. And that to me is a discerning time. As bad as it was, that's a discerning point for a team that had an opportunity to do something. And they just didn't. And it sucks because we was there in that game and there was no reason why we couldn't do anything better. All right? We just didn't do it. That's what scares me. That's what makes me mad. And that's the sad part is when I go through and people can't even understand why I'm upset that damn stadium was red. I had people who don't even watch football who said they were flicking through the channels and saw how much red it was. My mother don't give a care about football as long as I have played it. And she was like, there's a lot of red jerseys there. I'm like, what? How, coach? Like, this is the reality. Now, y'all know me. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Luke, we can't win if we gave up 41 points regardless. It don't matter. You gave up 41 points because, you know why? You never capitalized on turnovers. That's why. Think about it. They go out in the first. Matter of fact, I can definitely show that. I'll show you. I'll show you in real time. Let's go right here. Let's go play by play. Right? This is what the game happened. 1st and 10. They run 10 yards. First play. Oh, I got to stop there or they're going to block me. All right, 1st and 10. They run 10 yards. The second play of the game. 1st and 10. Goff short pass right. San Francisco 43 for 22 yards. Another first down. This is the actual play-by-play. Another first down. So we got 3 first downs on an opening drive. Here they go. Golf pass incomplete, short middle. All right, 2nd and 8. It's 3rd and 8. Golf pass short, right to Jamal. 4th and 2. He gets tackled for a -1. Fine. The very next play, can't make this stuff up. On their first play, 1st and 10 at San Francisco 46. Fumble recovered by Detroit. How many points did we walk away in that? 0. Don't keep telling me about the defense because you see the points don't get high. Offense got to help them. They get a fumble. Defense got 3 turnovers. I'm not saying that was enough to absolve them from some things, but they're going to fumble. And right there, we got to come away with something, preferably a touchdown, not 3. But then what happened after that? You get no points at all. And they get the ball back, and they go 7 plays for 59 yards and a touchdown. And just like that, you down 7-0. But Detroit, they ain't laying down. They go 13 plays and get a touchdown. The score is now 7-7. Then, on 4 plays, 78 yards. San Francisco get another touchdown. Right? 14-7. At this point, you can argue, okay, yeah, but see, Lou, if this, it would have been 14-14 had we scored on the first one. But, if we're 5th, we'll all be drunk. I don't want to play that game. But at this point, it's now 14-7. They get the ball back, go 9 plays, and get a field goal. That helps a lot because you can win games with that. You can certainly win games with that. If you scored there, that's 14-14. They go 7 plays, 75 yards, 21-10. At this point, the Lions are not out of this game. It's only 2 possessions. It's only 2 possessions at this point. But 4 plays and 12 yards later, interception thrown for a touchdown, 28-10. Then the Lions get the ball back. 3 plays, -3 yards, punt. And they get the ball back, and they go down 7 plays for 50 yards and score a field goal to end the half. And now you're looking at a 31-10. We can talk about the defense all we want. We can bring up the defense 175 times. But the reality is this. As bad as the defense was, the offense could have did things to help them out. The offense, they left some football on the field. They just did. Ghetto Pat says we would have given up the same 41 points if Rodgers or Stafford was out there. Okay. Don't disagree if you feel that way. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'll point you to the real issue with this Lions game. And you got to go back here. They was able to run the ball. 104 of those yards, and a guy who had a 5-yard average came from a rookie named Elijah Mitchell. If the Lions go up on top, you think they finna just be establishing a run and get 131 yards? Seriously. They lost this dude for the season. He had 2 plays for 20 yards. The rookie comes in and kills us. I don't even count what Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance did. I can care less. I don't care about the quarterbacks running. The rookie is what killed us. Because he was able to kill us in ways that we couldn't account for. And then people are going to say, where's Deebo Samuel? Deebo Samuel got off because we had to be concerned, because our linebackers wasn't playing. We had to be concerned with the run game, and Deebo Samuel then got off. That's the difference in this game. Shut the damn run down. We didn't do it. We didn't even come close to it. We never even attempted to shut the run down. That's the problem. So, yeah, if you want to argue that, this is all the defense, go ahead. Did the Lions win the turnover battle as well as the time of possession? Yes. Yeah, they did. They did. They won the turnover battle and they won time of possession. I'm pretty sure they did. But we can always take a look. Time of possession, 33 minutes and 28 seconds to 26 minutes and 32 seconds. And turnovers, they lost one turnover themselves with the pick six. That was a huge one. And they got 3 turnovers on this team. Most of those, I believe, were fumbles. I'm almost sure they all were fumbles. If it showed up here somewhere. Maybe it don't. Maybe I'm over. Oh, it's right here. 3 fumbles. So, yeah. So, yep. It says we need a DN, 2 linebackers, 2 DBs, and 2 safeties. Damn, just say the whole defense, bro. What is it? He just say the whole defense. Again, this is y'all time for questions, so we get these questions popping. Ask me anything you want, we can talk about it. Also, what I'll do is like I did last time, as long as you are willing to show me your face before I bring you on, feel free to rock in here and join me. I'll post the link in the description. You have to use your YouTube name. You have to show me your face before I bring you on. Then you cut your camera back off and we can talk about it. So boom, there go the link. Have fun. Linebackers ain't got nothing to do with cornerbacks getting burned. The hell they don't. The hell they don't, D. Let's talk about it. If the linebackers shut the run down, right? You talk about making a team one-dimensional, which means you can now tee off with the blitzes and everything else in the pass game, which is what happened to us. We couldn't run not because they shut it down. We couldn't run because we got down because the offense couldn't get us the points. You got to score when you got opportunities. You got to score. Simmons at linebacker, yeah, we needed that. Yeah, we needed that big time. This is why you don't give people a third year who on the hot seat. You walk away with players you don't need. All the defense I'm taking there. Ghetto Pat, when Okudah looked different at safety, then people will be like, that's my dog. I told you he was good. I think he's a safety. Will look better with some other team. Could have. To have a linebacker, we would have been a better pick, I believe, in the draft. We let every running back look like Barry Sanders. That's a shame. If the Lions won the turnover battle in the time of possession, then its team is undisciplined if they don't win. Okay. I don't understand why he wasn't told he was a safety in the NFL, not a cornerback. I think somebody in the media pointed out to him that he was getting cooked and he told him to go check the tape. I'm 100% sure something to that effect happened. He was like, go check the tape. But I was like, really? Because I seen the tape, but it's not there. That's every Lions player when they leave. Let's see. Luke, was Colin lofting to you? Honestly, yeah. He was like, let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna see. You know what? I'm just gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna first look at it so they don't ban me. But let me see if I can find it. I just want y'all to see this, man. He was pissing me off. He was making me so mad, bro. I've never seen somebody with the opportunity to do what he could have done, but he did not do. Like he could have did this, but he didn't. So let me get to it really quick. I'm gonna try not to get banned. Jesus, fingers crossed. Blood pressure's a little high, but I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. All right. Let me see if I can get this to show. All right, let me see. I think I might have a way to make this work. All right. Here we go. People, pray for me. Pray for me. All right. Was he lost into you? 100%. All right. So let us take a closer look at this damn game. And I'm not going to show too much. First things first for Jared Goff talkers. Let's look at Jared Goff. Now, what you don't see, let me see if I can get it to go back a little bit. is right. You see this? Do you see that? Just take a good look, a gander. He's breaking his route right here. Goff can just, if this is when Goff got to unleash that boy over here. Unleash it. Watch what he do. Take the safe route. Okay. Let me try to see if I can get to another spot. I want to make sure I don't get myself banned, so I want to make sure I do this a little different. Let's see right here. Okay, I'm saying. All right. So right here. This is just on the running back. This is just on him. I think he would have picked that first up if he didn't fall. Clearly. But we got to talk about that too. Now, they're going to go on defense. They're going to go on defense. All right. I'm pretty sure that's Jamie Collins. Because that's Alex Anzalone. Just keep your eyes right here. Matter of fact, I'm slowing it down. I want to slow it down. I really need y'all to see this. And this is in the earlier part of the game. Somebody going to say that's not fair, but just early part of the game. Oh, I can't do all that noise in my ear. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let me go back right here. They literally fumbled the ball. He's going for the ball. Alex Anzalone is going for the ball. And at this point, this is all good, right? Because now, at this point, you can literally say, I got the ball, right? You got the ball. Everything's going good. But let's just say hypothetically that this is still a run. He is going. When is Alex Anzalone going to start running? Bruh, that's too slow. So now they back on offense. Let me get back to the defense side of the ball. I want to make sure y'all can see what I see. Nope, that's offense. All right, let me see. Oh, yes, this is what happened when you miss field goals. And I don't care it's 51 yards. That should be standard. If that's Matt Prater, that's going in. Oh, he makes me so sick. All right, so, oh, I ain't mean to do that. All right, so here we go. Is he lofting? So now they go on defense, right? And that's Alex Anzalone and Jamie Collins. Let's just see how long it take them to attack the line of scrimmage. So look, you see Jamie went straight to the line of scrimmage, right? Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. So he's gone. How you run into the back of this is beyond me. When is Alex Anzalone going to go? And this is one of the reasons I kept screaming he got to go. How does he get ran into this? That's beyond me. Okay, Alex Anzalone. Now, hold on. I didn't even see that. Jesus, did he just stutter step himself into some bull? Who false steps at this point? If he cut this thing, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, way to fight off that block, Alex Anzalone. Way to fight off the block. Jamie Collins, way to fight off the block. Yeah, way to go. Way to go. Again, Alex Anzalone, Jamie Collins. Way to fight off the blocks. Let's go. He just got in the way. I don't need. What you about to do with this? What are you about to do with this? Here he go. Look at this. Y'all tell me he running hard right here. Look at Jamie Collins right here. Tell me he running hard. This is in slow-mo. Tell me he running hard. He want it. He so want it. Even right there. Bruh, I can't make this stuff up. Even right here, looking at him, he's like, oh, I'll just be here. Alex Anzalone, oh, I mean, those guys are going to make the tackle. Oh, you want to get in there now? Was he lofty? Hell yes. Hell yes. Film don't lie. Film speak for itself. Film speak for itself. You're talking about looking at two players in real time. This don't make no sense. He's right there. How in the hell? For those people who swear to God that I just like to make stuff up, let me just go back. Matter of fact, let's do this in real time. Let's do this in real time. See, Slow-mo may be making it look bad, right? That's real time. Oh, hold on. He's right here. That's our guy, Jamie Collins. Tell me he wasn't lofty. That's a jog. That's a slow light. That wasn't even okay. Okay. Let's give him one more defensive play. Let's see. Okay. Y'all didn't catch it, did y'all? Let me show you. Y'all didn't catch it. This is real time, people. That's Jamie Collins. That's Alex Anzalone. Real time. Oh, yeah, he's running. He's running. That guy wants it. That guy really wants it. Tell me he's not for it. Luke, you're crazy. He's in coverage, Luke. He's clearly in coverage, Luke. Yep. That's how you cover it. Yeah, that's how you cover it. Stop playing with me, people. Jesus. No way in hell. Now I want to show you the difference. I'm finna show y'all the difference. Don't kill the messenger, okay? I know some of y'all think I'm not being fair. Let's see. Where is it at? No. Is this it? Let me see. We're going to show you the difference. This is all us. Oh, they're not going to show no defense. Please give me defense. I know it's in here. All right, let's see. I want to see if I can find a difference. Please give me defense. Don't cheat me. All right. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. That's Alex Anzalone right there. This is Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes. We're going to put this in real time. I believe this is the one where he was moving towards the line and he got blocked. I could be wrong because I don't know how they're going to show this because this is on YouTube. But let's see. Alex Anzalone. I mean, this look at Derek Barnes. Look how he's running to the ball. Right? We get the fumble and everything. Look how he's running to the ball. They left so much out on this. I hate that they left all this stuff out on this. I hate that they did this. They left it out. I might have to just do the video on it. Look at the difference in movement and coverage and anticipation and he just looked like he wanted it more. No lofting. Look, he was ready. He was ready right here. I'm finna, man, hold on. Let me slow this down. Then I might get off before I get banned. All right. He was ready right here to go. Watch this. He's looking. Boom. That right there. He was ready to jump this shit. Look at him. Look at the quarterback's eyes. You throw it to Debo if you want. You throw it to him if you want. Debo, look at boy, stop. Y'all can't tell me that the problem is not the damn linebackers. Look at this. He still wasn't satisfied. He's watching the quarterback. Okay, what you gonna do? Oh, you want to throw it down here to Kittle? Look at him. Look down and see what Kittle at. He want this smoke. Got ready to fire up. Oh, you think you're gonna run it? He's getting ready to. This is all him looking at the quarterback, bruh. Show me a play where you can get that from Collins. Show me one. Show me one. He can only cover for so damn long. I get it. But show me one. Show me one. It's disgusting. So yes, if the question was was he lofting? Yes. Yeah, he was lofting. He's enjoying every bit of the loft. You couldn't tell him anything. You know, like I said, I go by film. You know what I'm saying? Like I go by film. I don't go by nothing else. He wants it. This dude is in coverage trying to cover everything. It says there was literally 3 San Francisco defenders right there, and you expect him to force throw it in that spot. Come on, Luke. I told you somebody was gonna say it was fake. And I'm not judging Jack Frost because he feels what he feels. But this right here, this play right here, let's see. Where's that? All right. So he said there was 3 defenders there. Do I expect him to throw it in that spot? Come on. All right, well, let's look. Look at the scene right there. That guy is gone out of the picture, and he can't turn to get this. He can't turn to get this. Even right here, who in the hell is in position to make the tackle here? He can put the ball. Look at all this real estate over here. Look at all this. Put it to the sideline, let him toe tap, and he get out. But even right here, Jared Goff seen this. This is what he saw. He saw that and went to the check down, which gave them a better chance to now adjust in their pursuit to get back. That's a misplay. That route was open. So if you think that was the 3 triple coverage thing, by all means. But I can go and show you that same play from Jameis Winston and every other quarterback who completed it. Just saying. It's the same play. It's open. That's all I'm saying. You put it, that's real estate. That's real estate. It says, yeah, usually in high school they have to play both sides of the ball. I played receiver and corner, then they moved me to safety by junior year because I was slow like Okuda. Yeah, I played linebacker. I never liked the safety. You just be back there sometimes to me. And I wanted the whole collision. That's just another thing. It says, yeah, sometimes you got to take that chance and let the receiver make a play. I bet you if that was Calvin Johnson, he would have threw it. Oh, but it's not Calvin Johnson. Okay. So it got to be Calvin Johnson to throw the ball there. If the play is not open for Calvin, if the play is not open for him, why is it open for Calvin? No. Sometimes that he had real estate. Stafford would have let it rip to him before he makes his break. That's how you throw it. It's an anticipation route. He made the break. Everybody, they was not in position to come back. That would have been a big game. It is what it is. I saw Sewell on both. Sewell, he was handling his business, bro. He was handling his business. 17 Trinity Benson. Him and Goff probably not on the same page yet, knowing what to expect. That's fair. Luke, you made a statement over the offseason about us running to the middle and to the left. Did you notice how we ran yesterday? Yep. Exactly what I pointed out. Yep. You got to be able to have diversity when you're doing it. It says, yep, it was so many misplays he had. He just chose to settle. That's exactly what happened. He had opportunity. It wasn't there, Jack Frost. I'm sorry. I may have to do the all 22s if I have to show you, but I'm telling you, it was there. It says, I want that 5th round pick back. Tyrell is in concussion protocol. Who comes up from practice squad to fill that spot? Well, it's going to be McKinley if they call him up. It's got to be McKinley. They brought him back. Tyrell played scared. I don't know if he did or not. I got to look at him a little bit closer. Let me see. They might bring Ellison back to replace Tyrell. No, they got Jovan McKinley there. So it was still a 9-yard gain, not a bad check down. If he picked up 3, I'm with you, but it was 9. I get it, but I'm just pointing out how safe these throws is. Nothing more. I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'm saying he took the safe route. He played super freaking safe. And I still don't know what kind of damn fish that is. What kind of fish did you catch? It's freaking huge. Let me see. Williams got 9 yards on that play. I'm not complaining about that throw. I'm not neither. I'm complaining the fact that it was a safe throw. He had somebody he can go with higher. Let me see. Now, they brought McKinley back recently, like real freaking recently. They brought him back. Let me see. Lions Lee, I think he's seeing it coming. All right, let me see. All right, so any other questions y'all have for me? Otherwise, I'll be at this thing tomorrow and hit y'all with this positive quote for today. I'm just going to look real quick to see if there's any other questions I may have missed. You know, I'm going to see. Goff had more yards at the catch than yards in the air. That's true. I think that might be true, bro. I think it was like 200 some yards were after the catch or something like that. So, that's kind of a toughie, right? McKinley got waived. I just read that they brought him back. 100%. Who's the best offense in the division? What's the season prediction now moving forward? I still have 9 games. Because they're going to do something strange, like lose to the 49ers, but then beat a team like, oh, we beat the Ravens. Like, something's going to be something crazy like that. So I still got 9 games. It's just a look at the draw. But if you're telling me that we you know, I think they already got their first taste of not having home field advantage, so that's cool. So yeah, I still got them at 9 games. Luke, do you really think we're going to beat the Packers? Yep, I do. I think it's very plausible. I'm just not sure what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I feel like he's trying to send a message because he know he can lose some of these earlier games and they won't affect him like that. Now, he's going to come out and play much better, but if we're running the ball, that changes a lot. Because if you go back and you look at how did they beat that team, they ran the ball. I believe we can run the ball. Complaining about the decision is not complaining about the throw. Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining about the throw at all. It's the idea that there was another route to push the ball down the field, and he came out playing safe. That's what it is. It's a barracuda. I shot while spearfish. Damn. Aren't barracudas fast? Maybe I'm tripping. Barracudas swim really fast, and you managed to get one spearfishing? You must be a veteran at this fishing stuff. I'm a lightweight, man. I stick to little ponds and lakes. I stick to the safe areas. Let me see. Kennedy time coming against the Green Bay. Oh, I forgot all about Kennedy. But I thought they waived Kennedy. Or did they not? I'm drawing a blank right now. Don't give me the line. Luke, when's the last time we beat Rodgers and Lambeau? Well, that's a good question. Let me see. It's a good question. I'm gonna look it up. It's better to look it up and see the answer than to try to guess because I cannot remember. Let's see. 2018. That's the last time you said Rodgers though. I don't think Rodgers played that game. Like at all. They would have beat them in 2019 when the score was 23-22. But remember they had that weird hands to the face on Trey Flowers? Like they called some kind of weird play and they lined him up for a field goal. But that would be pretty much the last time, would be 2018, but that wasn't Rodgers. So, I mean, but when was the last time Rodgers only got 3 points and beat by a quarterback who couldn't do much of anything like him in his lifetime? So, things is possible. Anything is possible. You know, or I forgot who the guy who did that. Anything is possible. I forgot who that was. So, who should we draft in 2022? I don't look that far ahead. 189 after the catch, 149 in the air. Stafford had the same amount of yards on half the throws. I said that's why Vat should play in preseason. Okay. Does Aaron Rodgers make Detroit his get-right game next week? Possibly. Depends on if he's going to be Patty. I think he's a Patty person. What did you see from Vitae? Exactly what I always say. He's better at guard. He just is. It's less room to move, and he can work better in that capacity. I thought he did okay in that role. There's a little bit of pressure from that side when it came to the combo blocks, but for the most part, he did pretty good. Let me see. Luke, I said that one already. Let me see. It's not that Goff doesn't trust his receiver. Goff doesn't trust himself. He double guesses himself. So shows goes the safe route, which is good for his offense if they can't run the ball more than not. If they just kept the ball on the ground, cool. But when that became not a problem, he had to push the ball down the field and he didn't do it. Third down, Goff threw that flat to Quin in the dirt, consistently underthrew people. It was Goff was woo. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. They ain't Wave Kennedy practice squad. Okay, 100%. Let's see. All right, people, that's it, man. Listen, I wanted to come in a little bit different because I'm eating crow, and I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all a fair shot to have me eat my crow, eat my humble pie. I think a lot of the things that I saw in that game that I thought would play out literally played out, except for in like a few areas. Like I figured we would be able to run the ball on them. But I didn't think that our linebackers were going to be uninspired. I didn't think that. I didn't think that we wouldn't have home field advantage. Didn't think that. And the team that I saw go down there and play hard down the stretch to get the wins was a team that I realized was 100% what we needed. And yeah, I walked away feeling like, damn, we could have did so much more. So here's my positive quote for today. Here's my get right. Again, let me put my pie on my damn face. I deserve to eat this. I am a humble person. I am not 100% right. I have been wrong many times. Hell, I've had a lot of you in here correct me. Cannot remember every single thing. It's just not possible. Staff is still helping the Bears, helping the Lions by beating the Bears, keeping the Lions in first place. Shocking. All right. First of all, thank you everybody for coming in. Hope you hit that like, subscribe, notification. He said, "Damn, Luke, you still alive? Live?" Yes, I usually do 2 hours, bro. I just got close to it. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. I promise you tomorrow I'm probably going to be in a rarest form because I got some things that I need to address film-wise, but I got to cut up the film so I don't get banned. That's the problem. But you know me. You know me, man. I got to end it on a positive note. Today's positive quote comes from the internet. I don't know who said this, but I thought it was profound. He says, "When's the last time that you just asked yourself that question?" When was the last time that you just asked yourself that question? That was like, what? Like for a while, it threw me off. When's the last time I asked that question? And it's something that you got to think about. You are finding yourself with that question. When was the last time? It's chances is that you're probably not doing what you're supposed to. You see, when you create memories that are memories that's worth lasting for a lifetime, the question isn't when was the last time, it was remember that time. He was trying to get you to understand that when you are not in a place to recognize that you are in peace and that there's a memory to be had, a memory that decided to be stored in your head, it's because there was a moment you missed. You were too busy wondering when was the last time because you forgot that you have power to create a new memory. This is how people find themselves in situations where they're not sure where they're going to be better than they was. This is where people find themselves at jobs that they don't like. This is where people find themselves with people that they don't like, but yet tolerate. This is when you find men and women that don't align with your views or your thinking because you're too busy worried about when was the last time. The last time don't need to be a question if you're living. More importantly, the question is, do you remember? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like notification bell and make sure if you don't do nothing else, check out my featured channels, check out the description. Oh, you know what? Dang it, I'll do it tomorrow because we still got one game, so I can't show it until tomorrow technically. So I'm still good. The Pick'em League. If you have not joined the Pick'em League, it is linked in the description so you can get in there still. Some people, only 2 people missed their picks for this week, and I guarantee you they still got a chance to come back and win. 100%. So make sure that you go in there and join that Pick'em League. Make sure that Lions 31, Packers 27. Hey. All right. Make sure you go in and hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll be back at it again tomorrow talking some more Detroit Lions as always. And you know me, don't be no chump. Please do your research. We are out.